If you own any AI stocks from Microsoft to Google to Intest to Palantir, you might have noticed they fell off the wall. Like Humpty Dumpty, they fell off the wall. So what's going to happen? Are the king's horsemen and the king's men going to come and put Humpty Dumpty back together again? So what do? Well, I think what I would like to do is I'd like to talk to their CEO and their CFO and find out what the future holds for them and whether I should fall off the wall and get out of them, or can I hold them to make sure or to ride them back up. And so that's what I do. I go talk to the king's horsemen and the king's men, the CEOs and the CFOs, and find out what's going on in their corporation. And does the future look bright, or is this an adjustment of the market? And how do I do that? I go to their earnings call, and through my Seeking Alpha, I can access not only the transcript of the earnings call, but I can hear a recording of it, so I can hear the inflection in their voice, and I can find out if they're dancing for me, or if they're telling the truth, or they're giddy because the future is so great. That's what I do. I go to the king's horsemen and the king's men. I want to show you how I go about it, and then how I take the information that I gather and analyze it to find out, is Intest going to recoup and get back on the wall and climb up, or are they broken? This is not financial advice. This is financial education. I want to teach you how to make better investment decisions.
Best of Us Investors presents Kerry Griegmeyer.
Okay, this is my Seeking Alpha page for Intest, selling currently for $16.83, and Humpty Dumpty lost 3.88% on Friday. So as you can see here, for the year, they're up 70%. For the month, they're down 28.6%. So the question is why? And the answer is found in the transcript of their earnings call. And if you come down here, you can see this is their quarterly report they filed. This is Intest quarterly call transcript. And if you look at this little squiggly line over, you can see it. Then down here, they have the slides for it. So we'll go to the transcript, and then we'll say, play the call. And what will open up down here is a bar, and you're going to hear the lady introduce the CEO and the CFO, CEO being Nick Grant, and the CFO being Duncan Gilmore, and they will explain what happened to Intest over the last quarter. Now, the other thing I like to do is then open this up, and this is their slides. And if I'll double click on it, it'll make it larger. And so as they're talking to me and they're explaining the performance of their company, I can go through the slides and see the numbers, or I can go back to the transcript and read it along with them. The important thing for me is to hear their voices, to hear the inflection of their voices. Are they happy? Are they giddy? Are they joyful about what happened? And then what I want to do is learn about the company. Like here, they break down exactly what percentage of their business is in what industries. I didn't know that before. Then they break down what the results of their past quarter are. They then go and give me projections, and I, through this, can basically have a conversation, which I don't participate in, and learn about Intest and make a decision as to whether it is something that I want to continue to hold. About halfway through this call, they are going to turn it over to question and answers, and I'm going to be able to listen in to the questions and answers by analysts who probably know more about the company than I do and understand many of the acronyms that I don't know. So this is a must in my investment portfolio. I do this for every stock that I own. Why wouldn't I? It's available to me. It gives me an opportunity to understand the corporation better. Then let's go to my analysis on my webpage and show you how I analyze the stock based upon the information that I've gathered from the earnings call. So this is the website that we launched just this past week, and I want to show you how I use it to disseminate information to our tribe members. They come into services here, and as you can see, we have our Premium Plus, our Platinum, and then the tribe. And these are the three different levels of participation on our website. And what I want to do is take you first. Kerry's portfolio. This is a disclosure of everything I have and how I hold it. But I want to take you to the Bus 13 portfolio. And I have some videos that tell more about it. And then I want you to notice the tabs down here. This is the Bus 13, that's there. Eliminate losses, I explained that in this video. Stock analysis is where I want to take you right now. And this is where I share with you the analysis that I do on various stocks and how I feel about them and how I come to the conclusion that I have relative to the stocks. And the one that I'm talking about today, of course, is InTest. And these are the things that I watch for. But what I wanted to do on InTest is, particularly since it's down this month, down some 20%, I wanted to review how do I feel about it? Is it time to consider maybe moving out of it even before it gets to its 200-day moving average? So I wanted to review it. The way I did that was I went back and sat in on their earnings call and built a picture of who they are today. They're actually up 147% for the year. That's after being down last year 19% and up 86%. Or 96% in 2021. This is the movement of their stock price. I am a strong believer that you can anticipate the movement of their stock price based on the movement of their revenue. So here I see that their earnings are going up. They're not going up tremendous here. They're up 34%, and that probably justifies at some level the up 147. But then what I'm interested in is what's going to happen in the future. And I see from their forward-looking statements, they'll be up about 13% on income, or 31% on income in 24, and 33% in 25. This is also driven by an increase in their revenues, 8% here, but a 42% increase with their projection that they're disclosing down here in this slide that I took from their earnings call, that they anticipate that their revenue will be 200 million by 2025. So that gives them some growth, and then 250 by 2026. Then what I wanted to make sure that my tribe members understood is, what do they do? Well, they basically make thermal machine testing equipment. And as you can see, it's broken down into multiple industries, with 59% of it being in semiconductors, 15 or 12% of it being in defense, and then industrial 10, and some other smaller ones, even some automotive EV. What drew me to this stock initially was this word here, silicon carbide, SEC. It's a crystal growth, and I don't know that word, but what it talks about is how they, as I looked it up, it's about building a substance that displaces heat better than what were the chips that we've used in the past. And it is not what there's been some K99 speculation around a Korean company, but this is the next best thing, if there is such a thing as LK99. So that's how I look at a stock. That's how when I see a stock that I'm holding that's not behaving well, I need to go and find out why it's not behaving well and what I need to do. So I am recommending to my tribe, this is a hold, and that's based on these numbers here. So that's how I've analyzed Humpty Dumpty's recent actions, and there's Humpty Dumpty's in pretty much all of the AI stocks right now. They had a good run-up, and then they fell off the wall, and now they'll probably have another good run-up if you understand their business, and you understand the numbers, and you can pick and choose the ones that are going to give you good results in the future. It's all about understanding the company that you own. Why would you buy a stock if you don't know what they do and how well they're doing it? How can you determine that? Well, you could go to YouTube and listen to somebody who does or does not know what's going on, or you could go to Seeking Alpha or some other source and sit in on the interview with the key executives of all the companies you own and make better decisions. Now, I know that's a big task, so that's why I've created Best of Us Investors. That's why I initiated a website so that I can walk you through these things. And then when you get comfortable, maybe you go off on your own. I would suggest, though, that if you'll join a team and work with that team and share your knowledge and then take from their knowledge, you'll be a lot better off. We have, as I said, a Bus 13, which is all about the stocks that are going to benefit from the rebuild or the remodeling of the internet, which is required as a result of the increase in data transmission that is going to result from AI and machine learning. And then we have the Bus 12 portfolio, and that's going to be, rather than hardware, that's going to be software. And this is going to be the companies that are going to give you a better service through their website by introducing large language platforms and interacting with you rather than be a static website. You will ask it questions, it will give you answers, and that will change the internet as we know it. That's thus requiring the rebuild and the continuing updating of the internet and the data centers and everything around it. So these are investment opportunities, but you must be a stock picker. And then when you pick the stock, then you need to go and listen to the executives of the company. This is a privilege that we have, and to not take advantage of it is asinine. It truly is, or lazy. And if you don't have the time, you say to me, Kerry, I don't have 55 minutes that I can sit down and I have 15 or 20 stocks and listen to 15 or 20 calls. And then I don't have the knowledge and the understanding to interpret that information. I can't look at a chart and see where the resistant level is and where the buy opportunities and where the sell signals are. Well, that's what I want to provide you on our website. I'm now negotiating with TradingViews to put live charts on our website so that you can go to the chart room and you can see all of the stocks that we have in any of our portfolios, and you can see where are the resistance levels, where's the buy-in. This thing's been running up for 400% over the last year and a half. Where do I buy in? We'll figure that out in the chart room. Okay? I'm Kerry Grinkmeyer. I'm a retired financial advisor. I have 3 objectives for you. 1, to help you make better investment decisions. 2, to help you learn the tax code so you can keep more of what you make. And number 3, to help you create family wealth so that you can make those people who follow you better off than you are. Again, talk to you again tomorrow.